The moment we begin to operate in integrity is the moment we begin to gain the kingdom. There was a wise father one day. He was observing the stars, and he saw that this was the perfect time to teach his son the laws of integrity. He then went and got a divination, and it was confirmed by the divine. This is the time to teach your son the laws of integrity. So he taught his son the 5 basic shifts. Be optimistic. Give. Take radical accountability. Think in the mind state of abundance. Have a growth mindset. Make sure that you're thinking long term rather than short term. So his son was out in nature, and he was observing this experience, meditating. And he was approached by all of his friends. Oh, are you coming? We just found out they're looking for a new king. Now, what everybody didn't know was during this time, they were trying to figure out, how do we get the perfect king? Well, he has to be just. He has to be honest. He has to have the characters of purity and integrity. They said, well, how can we test this? Well, we can have all of the candidates plant this tree, and we'll see how plant these beans. And based on what they bring, the value they bring, we will be able to see what kind of person they are. So the king goes around and he gives every person in line that wants to be the next king seeds, 5 seeds each. He says, plant these seeds. And when they sprout, bring them back. And that's when we'll know who is the rightful king. So everybody goes. They all plant their seeds. Everyone's excited. And the young man that was learning the laws of integrity, he said, okay, I'm going to consult the divine. And I need to practice integrity. This is my test here. He gets the books and he gets the lessons. He does everything he has to do to figure out how to do this thing. He's like, I'm going to do my best to attain the kingdom. He plants the seeds every day. He's watering them. He's making sure they get the appropriate amount of light. He made sure the soil is the right pH. And each day he's going out and everybody's like, yeah, mine's breaking the soil. And they're getting all excited. And every day, everyone else is bragging about how great their seeds are doing and how they're planted well. And his has yet to break ground. So now they're like months into this thing. And everyone's beanstalks they've grown and they're producing beans, and his still hasn't broken ground. So he's sitting there with his father and said, I don't even think I'm going to go. I'm not just going to take this flower pot. I did everything I could, and I don't know if I'm going to go. He said, no, just go. You operated in integrity. You did your best. Be proud of what you did. So he goes up there and everyone's laughing at him, pointing and laughing. Yours didn't grow, and he's just, for a moment there, he started to question himself. Never do that. Never question yourself when you're operating in integrity. You're doing your best. Never question yourself. And he hears this in his head. So he's walking up and he sits there, and so now the king and all of the wise men are coming through, and they're observing all of the stocks, and they stop at him. They said, you, come with us. And they said, I think we have found our new king. See, the night before they passed out all of the beans, they boiled them. And everyone knows that when you boil the beans, they lose their ability to grow. So none of the other people that were out there were actually operating in integrity. Even when the moment when you think that just because my tree hasn't properly grown, I'm not attaining the kingdom. The moment you start acting in integrity, you have already attained the kingdom, baby. Peace.